3. Meetings called to order.
Yeah,
Everybody who's here, well, state your name. Lee Wessler's here.
Hello.
Crystal Adams.
Maura Roby.
Grace.
yeah, and Grace is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's 5.
Okay.
So is Annie here?
Ann is here, but she doesn't
Doesn't
she
have a
can't use
status
her,
as yet. Okay.
well, she can't use her iPad basically. She doesn't know how to access her mail to get the link.
So I can check tomorrow if she can be appointed as an alternate, but
Okay.
again, the state has those rules. So as
Yes.
of right now,
Mhm.
Understood.
Okay.
Okay, so there's no alternates to seat then. So we're up to approval of the minutes.
Yes.
Anyone making motion or any comments, changes, edits?
Yeah, there is an edit. I typed in the wrong date for the FOI meeting. It's actually February 24th, not January 24th. So
Oh, right, yep. Okay, anyone else? Or is there a motion to approve the minutes?
Motion to approve the minutes.
Okay, is there a second? Going once, going twice.
Aye.
Jean.
Gene seconds.
Okay.
Okay, any further discussion? Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone
Aye.
opposed? Anyone abstaining? Okay. Then on to there's no public here to participate, so
No.
on to treasurer's report.
Okay, we are down to $372.47 in the budget and our 2193.22 in our special.
How much are we down to? 3.
$372.
Okay.
It was the web stuff cost like 200 and something bucks.
Okay. Was that a yearly fee or is that
Yes.
a one-time, a yearly fee?
It's a yearly thing, and I've got to figure out, we've got to get that straightened out and get somebody else on it, but that's for another day.
Okay, communications.
I didn't receive any.
Okay, I got a bunch.
Okay.
So the there's something from asking us to join the Connecticut, the CLCC.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got another thing from them,
Mm-hmm.
but we can't afford it, right?
No.
Yeah. Okay, then it's a meeting. And then I got a remember Ken Woslegal?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he reached out. He's doing some sort of program. Let me get his letter here. He's presenting his Earth 2026 at Eastern. And then he's running the Future Earth Club at Woodstock Middle School. And they're working on planning a pollinator garden on their school grounds this spring. And it looks like he said the Last Green Valley is sponsoring it, but he was wondering if the WCC wants to chip in some money for it.
What is this?
So the Woodstock Middle School is planning a pollinator garden on school grounds, and he's looking for a donation to cover signage, birdhouse, etc.
Hmm.
Do you think? You know,
Well, we're in, I guess we're going into February, so we have technically 4 months left of our budget. Um, you know, I mean, it's pollinated pathways, we've been pushing it, so I
Yeah.
would assume we might want to add something to that.
so I mean, do you think if we put $50 in, you think we have enough in our budget to carry us through?
Absolutely, absolutely.
This
Should we
is
give
Jean.
more, or is
I'm-
that reasonable?
This is Jean. I'm in favor of supporting this to some extent, although I'm very curious as to where they're planning to install this garden and, who's planning it. It's
Well, I
will it be
think
native plants?
it's his Future Earth Club.
Right. Well, I know there's several gardens already created at Woodstock Middle School. There's the one out in front, which is a memorial garden for Pat Papini's son.
Mhm.
And so that's along Route 169. And the entryway of the school had a garden, but I don't know the status of that and if it's in good repair or if they have to like restart it or whatever. I think it's, I in general, I support it, but I'd like to know more information on where they're planning to do this and will they be using native species? I don't want to see them buying butterfly bush.
Okay, well, so would it be okay if I tell him we could throw in money and he needs to make sure he just uses native plants?
Yeah, we will support the garden for the purchase of native plants. Again, it depends on the size of the plants that they're buying. If we give them $50, that might pay for one or two shrubs, or maybe 4 perennials.
Well, so what he's saying is it looks like the last Green Valley is going to sponsor the plants, and he needs money for the other expenses they will not cover, which include signage, a birdhouse, and etc.
Like I said, I don't know if $50 is going to cover that. What kind of sign are they going to get? Is it? I mean, we're not going to be able to get a really fancy thing, but if they got something from the New England Awards and Trophies place that's just like a plaque, a birdhouse would be about, depending on what kind of birdhouse, they go for about $20, and you got to mount it onto something. So I think $100 would be better for that type.
Okay, do you want to make a motion?
I move that we support this project with $100.
Okay, is anyone going to second the motion?
I second it.
Okay, is there any further discussion? Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Anyone abstaining? Okay.
Oh, sorry. I just thought of something. Not that it's going to change anything, but I wonder if they would be willing to, like, if the sign could say that we, partially funded it, or because I'm assuming it'll be more and they might have to get other funding, but that would be nice if it, it said the Conservation Commission was.
And the Lost Green Valley.
Yeah, I'm sure they would have maybe a requirement that they do that, but yeah, just to ask them, to think of that if,
Okay,
in case, they don't think of it.
okay. That's the communications I have. On to old business. Anything DRC wise, Gene?
Nothing to report.
Okay. Crystal, anything open space? Open space?
We did not meet last month.
Okay. P and Z, I guess, Gene, you were at one of the meetings I saw. Anything to report on?
Yeah, they approved the Quarry Road driveway access, and um basically there was a lot of discussion about, well, if we just approve it, then what's to stop other people from doing it? And I'm still delinquent in getting the language done for penalties, but there was discussion about denying it and making him reapply and then approving it. And I was like, well, why does that make any sense? But basically, Brian Sheldon had donated 8 cords of wood to the town highway garage, which was more than the cords that he removed from the side of the road. And that was about it. There was no need for any engineered repairs according to the highway department, so they couldn't like go after him for doing anything damaging to the roads. So yeah, he has his approvals to put in the driveway he's already put in.
Yeah, really.
So what about the ordinance for future?
They're waiting for me to write the legalese part, and the part I submitted to them in consultation with Jeff Gordon did not have enough specific penalties. Like, if someone takes down a tree, what's the penalty? If someone takes out some rock wall, what's the penalty? If someone does something to widen the road, what's the penalty? And I'm like struggling with how to write that.
Well, can't you, well, ask Jim next month, because can't you make it like vague, the penalty, like the penalty?
No, Chandler wants to make it specific, and that's what I'm struggling with.
Well, I mean, you're not a lawyer, Gene. Can't you just
I
tell?
know I'm not.
Can't you tell
And
Chandler?
I can't think of every contingency. We could do definitions of what is a mature tree in the right of way, and there's a state definition for that. It has to do with the DBA, the diameter, basal height, whatever. But I don't know. It's a DBH. So what is a mature tree? I think it's 18 inches. And widening the road, does that just mean they widen the roadbed, or does it mean they took out all the vegetation along the side? And I don't know. I mean, there's like a lot of different contingencies that could be covered. Taking out a stone wall, they can make them repair it and pay a penalty for that. If they do anything like that would require an engineered repair, that's where Chandler's like, we can't just say they have to repair it because they aren't qualified to do those repairs. So we have to say who's going to repair it and who pays for it. And that's what I'm like kind of confused on how to write that.
Yeah. Can't you like throw it back to them and say, for each instance, the first selectman will create a subcommittee that includes, a member of, the highway maintenance and conservation, and who will decide on the penalty.
No, it's the zoning. Zoning has to be involved.
Zoning. Yeah, but can't you like make it general like that? So each case will be, he'll form a subcommittee, and the subcommittee will decide the penalty. I mean, that's like what lawyers do. They make it general.
The maximum penalty of $1,000 per offense. And then it was like, the question was like, when does the penalty start? Because in some cases it'll be $1,000 per offense, and then each subsequent day is another $1,000. I don't know if that's legal. it's because of the way they were written in other towns. They had it kind of crazy. So it's something I need to wrap my head around. And right now, my daughter and son-in-law are in the process of getting a house ready in Ashford to move into, and they're hoping next weekend. But I've got my granddaughter in my face all the time, and I
Yeah.
can't do this kind of thinking.
Can
Yeah,
I make a comment, please?
But
So at some point, I would think the town lawyer needs to approve this. So,
oh, absolutely, that. But it has to be written out before Ken will take it to the lawyer.
Wait till next month and let's see what Jim has to say, because he's much more familiar with this type of thing than
Well,
I
he's
I
a
mean,
defense
the
attorney,
town
so-
lawyer, I mean, can't we get his advice? Isn't that what he's there
I
for?
did ask Chandler for that. He said no. He said we need to present him with something, and then we ask for advice. So I have to draft something first, and I just haven't had any
Yeah.
time
Yeah.
to do it.
Then if you're right, you don't have the time, for Chandler to throw that at you,
Hmm.
who's a non-lawyer, that's crazy. So, we'll take our time, see, what Jim suggests. But again, I think, you try to make it as general as possible and maybe put, $1,000 a day, whatever happens, it's $1,000 a day maximum. But, I just see what Jim has to say.
If a tree comes down, it's $1,000.
No, maximum, the maximum per day. And it's up to the subcommittee to decide the penalty, but it can't be any more than $1,000 a day.
So, like, there has to be, when does that $1,000 a day start, and what's the end point? That's
The
another.
subcommittee, that's for the subcommittee to decide.
I mean, because obviously, if they're issued a cease and desist, I mean, if they took a tree down, that's one-time penalty. They're not going to replant a 18-inch tree. I mean, that's not happening. So $1,000, and then the town can decide if they want to re-landscape the road with the penalty money. But
Correct.
if they do any damage to the road, or like change out a box culvert, or any kind of one of the classical stone bridges or something like they have on Pulpit Rock Road, that kind of thing, if that has to be repaired, it can't be up to the person who is being penalized. That has to be engineered, and that has to be repaired by qualified people, and not just somebody who shouldn't have been doing it in the first place.
Correct. But if Chandler wants us to do it, within the next year, we'll do it. And
I'd like to get it done faster than that. I'm hoping 2 weeks.
Gene, you're not a lawyer. To come up with every single contingency, that's nuts.
Yeah,
I
thought
agree.
so too.
I agree with what you originally said, Lee, and that is like just draft something pretty general and then give that to Chandler and be like, the lawyer's going to have to say, is this enough? And then if they come back and say you need to tweak it, then that's fine. But I mean, you're not a lawyer, so you just do a draft the best you can and then you pass it back, because that's all we can do at this point.
Well, I appreciate everybody's input, and like I said, in maybe a week or two, I'll be able to use my brain again.
Yeah, well,
Today we sang Jingle Bells 6 times.
Gene, there's more important things for you than doing that. I mean, if Chandler's making it this difficult, there's no emergency to it. Okay, moving on. Ag Commission. Grace.
We didn't, actually, we were supposed to meet today. So obviously that did not happen.
Town hall is closed, so no.
Yeah,
Jim's not here for stewardship, pollinator pathway, Gene.
Um, I think there's going to be a program at Audubon coming up, and I don't remember the date, so I'm not a very good resource on it. But other than that, there's been no activity other than what you just talked about with the middle school and supporting them. I'm still waiting for the gosh, I can't think of their names. They haven't picked up the rock yet. They're going to work on the rock to put the plaque on it. It's still sitting in my basement, but we're not going to put it in the ground now till spring because the ground's frozen. And it's under a foot and a half of snow.
Yeah. You can't even get to it. 169 is I had to drive home. 50 miles an hour and I was sliding still.
wow.
Yeah. Okay, Crystal, Sustainable Connecticut.
I don't have anything.
Okay. Back to Gene, the POCD plan.
Well, they basically took what I had submitted for the conservation part of the plan, and it's going to be the most different part of that document than anything else because it's got a lot of details in it. But the details that I put into it were what they said need to be in it for conservation. They gave conservation targets, and I addressed them all. And so they basically accepted that, and I forgot what we're working on next. But we're making progress on the whole thing.
Good.
Slowly.
Good job, Gene. Any questions for Gene on that? And Maura, anything with the Natchug River project?
Yeah, the Natchog River Watershed Advisory Board has been meeting monthly, as I've said before. And I believe I mentioned it last time, but May 2nd, there is an event. It is a watershed celebration at Wyndham Waterworks in Mansfield, and everyone is invited. And it's basically I'll be doing a presentation on the watershed and what people can do to help keep it clean and healthy. And then there'll be two time slots for that. It's pretty much almost an all-day event. We have a lot of folks from the local area, both environmental and community organizations that are having tables. And so there's that. And then there's tours of the guided tours of the Wyndham Waterworks treatment plant. So there'll be two different tours for that. So that is being put together. And I will let everyone know, of course, when we have the official invite. There's not going to be any sign up.
Okay.
So basically on our ECCD website under watershed committees, there should be, and under the Natchog project, we're going to post that, but of course I'll be letting you guys know. And then there's a 3 series of workshops that one of the work groups is doing and hosting, and that is an introduction to ecological landscaping and green infrastructure. And that will be actually February 12th. That's coming up pretty quickly because we wanted to really have those series February, March, and April before the weather gets good. So we kind of squeezed in the February 12th one. It will be actually at the Woodstock Town Hall. And I will send you guys the more information about that. So if you're interested in that, myself and my coworker Megan are probably going to be presenting that. It's for beginners, so it's a very beginner workshop, and then the other 2 will be like an intermediate and advanced. And we're actually trying to gear it towards landscaping companies and nurseries. Bless you.
They,
And that's kind of the idea, but we also want to invite, home gardeners as well. So there is a sign up for that. So we're going to see how many people we get, and hopefully we'll get enough people to hold the workshop, and we won't have to reschedule it. But yeah, so there's more things being planned, but I'll let you know when those get when we get a little closer. So thanks.
good. Anyone have anything else old business wise? Some new business, anyone attend any meetings or is aware of anything coming up? So I got a couple.
Did I freeze up or is it Lee?
I hear you, Gene.
My connection's unstable.
Did you go to any workshops? Do you have anything coming up?
There's on March 24 at 6:30, there's going to be a film at Audubon, The Little Things That Run the World, and it's about insects and their declining numbers. And it's being sponsored by the Pomfret Green team and Connecticut Audubon Society with a discussion follow-up. If anybody is interested in that, it's free.
Okay. So I have Grace mentioned already, the FOI training was moved to February 24th. The Connecticut Association of Wetland Scientists, CAWS,
Oh, yeah.
has their annual meeting March 4th at AquaTurf Club in Southington, Connecticut. If anyone's interested in that.
Well, it's also like $120 or something.
I'm looking,
I think that was the one I looked at and said, no, that's a little high.
it doesn't.
I could be wrong, Lee. I'm not sure. I know there was one I said, no, I'm not interested. It was a little too much money.
Yeah, I don't see where there's a sign up yet.
Okay.
So just, it looks more like save the date.
Okay.
And then there's Connecticut Land Conservation Council, Saturday, March 21st, 8 a.m. to 5:15 at Wesleyan University. Looks pretty good. Conservation. I think, have we been to that? Conservation
Yeah.
funding,
Easy.
nature-based solutions, wildlife life and habitat stewardship, conservation tools.
This is CLC what?
Yeah. CLCC.
C. Yeah, we've done
CC.
that before. Yes. Wesleyan.
Yes,
That's the one that's on the hill.
right.
Okay.
And it's
Mm,
general
which one?
admissions 110. Oh, that's early bird 110 before February 23rd.
Okay.
So
Hmm.
March 21st. And that's all I got. Anyone else?
Mm,
Okay. Then, so I guess we're on to the election for the nomination for officers, I guess.
Yes.
Anyone care to make any nominations? So, anyone want to be chairman?
Well, I nominate Lee.
Is there anyone else who would want to be chairman?
I second Lee.
Okay. is there anyone, s- Maura, you good for vice chairman still?
Or,
Okay, and I got Ann well, actually, Ann can't do it until Grace is gone because she'll be an alternate. So, Grace, you have any timetable?
No. Um, hmm. No, not really. The thought process was to just give up the positions and stay on the
Yeah, fat chance,
commission.
Grace. Fat chance, Grace.
Oh, dear God. Okay.
But but so that's kind
So
of a
now
catch
the reason
22.
they're stressing about Ann is because we're both Democrat, or
Yeah.
I'm a Democrat, and until I get off of it, she can't because she's a Democrat also? Is
Yeah, I
that,
think right now everybody's a Democrat.
I'm
Much
unaffiliated.
okay. But we have no Republicans, I don't think.
huh?
so what is the rule? Because if we don't have any Republicans that want to be on the commission,
know.
is that our fault?
I know, but it's 50-50,
No,
I
that,
believe.
yeah. But
Yeah,
mean-
because it's a
there's some
town,
state statute that
yeah,
you've got to have equal representation.
But I
So
mean,
we have the Democrats, we have any new members can't be Democrats.
So, Crystal, you know who the Woodstock Republican committee chair is? So I could shoot him an email asking if he could think of somebody.
Yeah, I think the new chair is going to be Chan.
Oh, okay. Good. That
I
makes it
just,
easy.
I just wonder though, if we have actual positions that need to be filled and there's nobody else to do it. I mean, there must be exceptions, like, because it's,
There's not. It's a state statute.
but it's silly because if you need a treasurer and you don't have one and you can't run the commission without one,
Well, no, not having a Republican doesn't mean we don't have a member to step in to be a treasurer.
well, it sounds like Anne is the only one who is willing, and
Can an
how
alternate,
about,
I think we put it in the bylaws at one point, an alternate could serve as an officer.
no. And, well, of course, that's,
then let's put that in now and vote on it.
oh, thanks.
Well,
So this
Hold
is
on.
actually Connecticut state law.
Yes,
Minority party law enacted in 1959 applies to most elected or appointed town bodies, limiting the maximum number of members from one party. It's a 2/3 rule. Generally, if a board has 3 members, no more than 2 can be from the same party. So, yeah, that's how that works.
So we have
Wonderful.
10 members we're allowed?
no, actually, with Ann, it will be 9
No. What's the maximum number of members that
members, 11.
okay.
11
We
is
have-
the alternates.
We have 11 and 3 alternates, yes,
Okay, so
we're
Two-
allowed.
so 2/3 so we can have 8, so we need 3 Republicans. at a
we can
minimum.
have
Good
8,
luck.
we can have 8 Democrats.
We can have 8 Democrats and 3, which we do.
We do?
Yes,
Yeah, if there's because Jim is, Jason is, Jordan is,
mm-hmm.
Lisa's still on. She is.
Yeah, and as I say, I have to address that because technically I understand she's already in Australia,
New Zealand.
New Zealand, whatever. She ain't here. Which I will try to get, well, when town hall reopens and the driveway is cleared, I'll try to get that straightened out.
So the more important thing is there anyone who could be secretary? Because if when Grace goes, we're gonna need that. That's
Well,
probably the most
okay,
important
yes.
thing.
And, well, as I said, seriously speaking, unless you have somebody to buy my house tomorrow, it's gonna be a while. It'll probably be spring, summertime before I can get out of here.
Okay, so
Did-
So,
already?
we'll leave it here.
okay, so but everybody, we're gonna have to pull together to find new
Yes.
members, and
Republican members.
and someone's gonna have to be secretary because we can't function without a secretary.
So
So-
how does the state statute work if you know, Crystal, when someone's unaffiliated, like Jean?
I think it just says no more than 2/3 of members belong to the same party. So like Jean doesn't count as that Democratic representation.
Okay, so we don't necessarily have to get Republicans, we could get
Right.
unaffiliateds too.
Right.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Or we could actually,
Yeah.
just change the affiliation, because I think I'm undone. I don't think I'm either Democrat or Republican.
Well, that's, oh,
Actually, I think that you are listed as a Democrat. Because
Really?
I think Christine went and checked with the town clerk's office and yeah.
Okay. Hmm.
So if you're not, can you change it?
Unaffiliated, hold
Or
on.
do you have to
wait a
wait
minute.
till the next election?
Yeah, they do have me down as Democrat. Damn. Okay.
okay, so are you okay with us putting forward the slate where you're still
Yeah,
treasurer,
sure, fine.
secretary, I'm chairman, and Maura is vice chairman?
Okay.
So any other nominations from the floor? Okay, so is there a motion to approve the slate as presented?
We call her position, well.
I can actually,
I'll
we
make
don't
a
need a
motion
motion,
to-
we just
I'll
vote.
make a motion to approve the slate as presented, and I'll bring up something in discussion.
All right.
Is there a second?
Somebody needs a second, folks.
I second that. This is-
Okay,
you.
so, Jean, further discussion?
Well, can we have Grace be an interim secretary until she leaves?
Well,
Okay.
basically, I just leave it at where it is rather than try to mess that up. And I will see what I can do at town hall in making Christine and Joy's life nuts.
And in
Um,
the meantime, we do need to recruit someone who can come in and,
Obviously.
but, I'm not volunteering to do it because I just know I won't be on top of it. And
I know. Yeah.
and I know that, when I first joined the commission and I took that role, it was the fastest way to learn the rules and, getting the notes down. I learned so much so quickly by grabbing the bull by the horns. But I did that in a lot of ways back then. I had more time. So anyway,
Okay, so we're at least kicking the can down the road
Yes.
a bit, but everybody needs to be cognizant, well, this is gonna have to be addressed.
Yes.
So,
Any further discussion?
yes, I would suggest that when we look for people to join, we would say, that the secretary position is open and, they have to be it. Maybe
Let's
not
not
have
scare-
to.
Don't scare them off quite
I
yet.
know, but just say that's the,
Well, the other thing is too,
recommendation.
as we are continuing to do the Zoom meetings, and I don't see that changing anytime soon.
No,
Okay. It is obviously recorded and, you can always go back and take notes from that. And I have learned that AI will actually do up notes for you. So you keep this in mind. It's not going to be as daunting a task in the future.
Yeah, I mean, I've used the AI notes and I have to say they still have to be looked at because they're not totally accurate. So,
Of course, but I'm saying it, at
yeah,
least it's
it
an
does make it
outline, you
easier.
know?
Yeah.
And it doesn't, mess up dates like I do, so. But, okay, so I'm assuming our elections are as Lee Wessler as chairperson, Maura Roby as vice chair, and Grace Jacobson as secretary/treasurer for
Okay.
now.
Yeah, so we vote. All in favor, say aye.
I,
Aye.
I,
Anyone opposed? Anyone abstaining? Okay.
I think
Alright.
one of the problems are that we have members that don't attend regularly enough. And you absolutely have to be at every meeting if you're the secretary. So
Okay.
Well,
That-
Grace is typed off of she's been absent from a few meetings and.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As I say,
but I
you,
think if you're new and you're trying to listen to the notes and you have a question, you can't ask it if you're not there.
yeah, well, again,
well, we'll take our, problems as they come.
yeah, we'll cross that
We
bridge.
just need somebody.
We need warm bodies.
Yeah, really.
Okay, so on to open discussion.
Yes. Did anybody look at the bylaws? Do you want anything changed? Nobody.
yeah, say that that a alternate can be a board member or treasurer or whatever.
Yeah, but
Secretary.
I don't think the state, we
It's the
still have to
state.
follow state guidelines.
Yeah.
Huh?
We still have to follow state guidelines. I don't think that's allowed for other, boards and commissions in Connecticut.
No, it isn't.
Oh,
And
I thought Jean-
unfortunately,
I
we
thought
are,
Jean said we had done that at some point.
no,
Sorry.
we are technically overseen by the selectman office, number one. Number two, they obviously are, have to go according to state statutes.
Okay, so open discussion. Crystal? Anything?
No, I don't have anything.
Grace?
No,
Maura?
No.
Jean?
Nothing this month.
Okay, so
okay,
everybody,
no.
try to get a friend or family or someone to
Honest.
join, because we can't function unless we have members.
I'm wondering, we haven't heard from, Quarry Road.
Oh, yeah, he keeps saying he doesn't want to join.
I know.
Not
And
till
she
he
keeps
retires.
saying when he retires.
He's not retired yet.
I know.
Well,
But-
Pam is actually, she's the representative for the Natchog watershed,
Right.
For Woodstock. So I was hoping she would come and,
Yeah.
but, I don't know. But I was wondering, the other folks that are on the commission, like, could you reach out, Lee, and just say, we've been having trouble making sure we have a quorum, and so can you let people know if you're not going to make it? Just, it's sort of like a gentle reminder to say, hey, you haven't been coming to meetings, without really saying it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, Jim did email me that he couldn't make it.
no,
Yeah.
I don't mean if people email you, but I feel like the past few meetings, there's,
Yeah, how's Jordan doing? He hasn't shown up.
yeah, Jordan and,
Yeah, Jordan is not in good shape.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
And Lisa, I love Lisa, but she hasn't been in a meeting in years, and she's not in the country half the year.
Well, as I said, supposedly she's sold the house and moved. She's
Oh.
already gone. So
She sold her condo?
that's what I heard.
Oh, I hadn't heard that. If that's true, she has to be off.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I will go in and talk to them when it stops snowing.
Yeah.
And
It's
then,
not going to. Have you seen the weather forecast that we're watching for this next weekend?
No, I don't want to talk about
too
anything.
far away. But I think Jason too hasn't been in a few.
And well, Jason, I think he must have conflicts because he certainly, I mean, he's been very active with the pollinated pathways.
Right. But
You
not,
know,
yeah, I'm not trying to single people out, but I'm like,
no, I know.
we just, I feel like, isn't there some other people that,
No,
another woman? No, they're
Lori
all off.
Barefoot dropped off.
they're
No, I
gone.
know, not Laurie, but that other person that used to be on.
Pam.
Is she
Yeah.
still on the list?
Yeah, that's right.
No,
Faith?
she's off.
Oh.
Well, as I said, I promise, as soon as it, you know, as soon as you clear a path to the town hall, I will get in there and straighten this out.
Okay.
Other than that,
Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved. Jean.
Second.
Second.
Okay. Okay. Thanks,
All right.
everybody.
Night.
Thank you.
Stay warm, stay safe, stay off the
Honestly.
roads.
You got that right.
See you next month.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Go away.